Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name's Calvin.
And I'm Jessica.
And you're listening to our podcast. This is episode number 3, and I think everything's going well so far.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're doing good.
We're doing the thing.
We're doing the thing. This week will be the week we actually publish the podcast.
Yeah.
We've created a backlog of videos and audio just in case something happens down the road. We can be prepared to post every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm nervous, but everything's going good. We posted the trailer.
I did the brand.
Jessica did the brand. And we're going to be launching on Jessica's birthday,
Ooh.
September 8th. So
Yeah.
that's when this podcast will be live. This will be 3 weeks from now when you hear this one.
Yeah, so it'll be a little delayed.
A little delayed.
Today.
But I think that's okay. It's our first time doing this. We want to make sure everything goes right. And I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But since we're launching on Jessica's birthday,
Yeah.
we decided that this podcast, since Jessica's birthday's in just a couple days, we'll go ahead and talk about birthdays.
Yeah, specifically mine.
Specifically
Mostly.
hers, yeah.
In my favorite birthday story.
Jessica's favorite birthday story. So, yeah. It's not my favorite story. It's made me really upset. So we had a birthday for Jessica that I had planned out for a little while, and I wanted to do something really special. So I'm like, I'm gonna make her a cake. She was really into owls at the time, and you're not really into owls anymore, are you?
I mean, yeah,
A little
but not
bit.
really.
Not really. Yeah, but I wanted to make her an owl cake, and I had watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make something really cool that she's gonna love. And so I was like, okay, I took off from work for a day. I got one of my coworkers to actually make the cake. I bought the cake pans and all the decorations and stuff, and gave it to them. They took it home and baked it for me. And
So
then,
I wouldn't know.
so you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You would just think that we're just doing something small for your birthday.
Actually, I didn't even think we were doing anything. It
Oh.
was my first birthday since we were married.
Oh yeah, it was,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
He had no expectations.
No, I didn't.
That was your first birthday of us together.
Oh, I mean, yeah, technically.
Yeah, so it had to be a big deal. I was like, I'm gonna make her a really nice cake.
Yeah. I
You
had
know?
no expectations at all.
Yeah, I want to do great the first birthday. So, yeah, they made the cake. It was like, I'm trying to think, four so layers, maybe even bigger than that. I can't really remember. They might have made eight layers, and then they brought them to work. I acted like I was going to work, and I took off for the day, but I actually built it there.
Mhm.
They did have a couple things that I could use. They even had an oven, so I could have baked it there, I guess. But it was better that I had baked it ahead of time, so that way I had time to decorate it. So I go to decorate it,
Mhm.
and I use fondant, which I had never messed with before, and it was just a mess. But I played around with it. I carved the cake, played around with it, and I started looking pretty good. I made the body and then I made the head. And mistake number 1 was I didn't put any supports inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you know where this is going already. Yeah, so I built the cake. I wanted it to look like it had feathers, so I put my fingernails over it and kind of did this pattern on it, make it look like feathers.
So cute.
It turned out pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
After I got done decorating everything, I got one of our friends to come pick it up who came to town, who was out of town. So I went and got her to pick it up, and we'll continue the story with her. I've got her on the line here. So, hey Taylor,
Hey.
how's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, awesome. So we were just talking on the podcast about how I got done decorating the cake, and then I was like, okay, now I need someone to come pick it up and take it to our apartment without anybody knowing.
Right. So your choice was to pick Taylor, the 20-year-old irresponsible friend, and like, oh, she'll be fine in that 1999 Jeep to
Yeah.
come pick this up.
Yeah, so you picked it up and started taking it, I guess, were you heading to Whitney's house?
Yeah, I was gonna head to Whitney's house. We were gonna hold it overnight, and then we're gonna meet I think it wasn't even the next day. Was it the next day? I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it was the
Yeah.
next day. I totally forgot it was going to be overnight. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I guess it was on a
Yeah.
Friday maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, well, you were so excited, and it was like the talk of the office when I went and grabbed it, and it was so exciting because it was the cutest cake anyone's ever seen, and like, oh my God, it's so thoughtful. And I grabbed it and I was really pumped. I was going to bring it to Whitney's, and then my car stalled out in the middle of the road, in the middle of Little Rock during rush hour
yeah.
in the midst of the summer. Well, not the summer, but it was hot in Arkansas. So I pulled over and I ran into a bank with it. It was melting, and I was running into this bank, and they probably think I'm crazy. And I'm just like, please save the cake. I had nowhere to go. And I went in the middle, and I just sat there until Whitney could come get me because there was nowhere for me to put it, and it's already melting.
Yeah.
So it was like half an owl just sliding off. And I was so upset. I was like, all his hard work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I think so. Y'all took it over to Whitney's house, and Jessica mentioned that I guess Whitney's grandma helped make a new cake or something.
Yeah, I was really overwhelmed, and I'm not very creative, so I just said, Whitney, I'm gonna go hang out with Chris and Ethan.
I didn't
You
even
got
know
this
that.
right.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, it was terrible. And now that I think about it, I was like, wow, that was awful. 'Cause I really was like, I don't think I could do anything. She goes, well, and I think she gathered like her entire family, and
Oh,
they had
wow.
like this assembly line with like rolling out Tootsie Rolls to reassemble this cake. And I get back and I see it, and I'm trying to like not let it hurt her feelings. I'm like, oh, but it was still, I thought it was a very big improvement from what it was
Yeah.
when I had left, because it was pretty bad. It was melted. I thought that we weren't gonna be able to save it, but
Yeah. Well,
was-
I think I don't remember getting. I think was it the next day, like right before y'all were gonna meet us when you texted me, or was it Whitney that texted me?
I think it was Whitney, because again, I take no responsibility. I was like, I don't even know how to tell him. I was
Yeah.
like completely at a loss. I was like, I'm leaving. Can you help fix it? I don't know. You tell Calvin. So Whitney was trying to be the hero of this, and it just didn't work out. But at least
I
the
didn't
cake was
know.
a bit safe.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you guys sent me
And-
the text, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh, I was so heartbroken. Which part of it was my fault. I mentioned this a little earlier. I didn't add supports inside of it, like you're supposed to. So
Yeah.
it kind of just slopped over. Yeah.
I just couldn't believe the luck of that. I mean, my Jeep, was whatever. I mean, it was working fine, but then it just stalled out. And that was when my problem started with my car, but it just stalled out in the middle. And I was like, really, this is what's happening. This is my luck. And I tried to save it. I was like, this is, and it's, the worst thing is, like, you were the most thoughtful person when it comes to gifts, especially for Jessica.
Oh yeah.
So and I'm like big on gifts too. So like
Yeah.
I feel it on a personal level. So I was like, oh my God, like it's just like
Yeah,
the end
I
of
know
the
you were just
world. I was like,
heartbroken.
there's no replacing it. So yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my
definitely.
gosh. So at this point, all of that had happened. I didn't know. I was under the impression that Calvin's taking me to this Japanese steakhouse that I wanted to go to because that's, fried rice, the best thing ever. And we get there and basically no one's there because it's right after they open for the night. And we go in, the waitress sits us down, we're kind of waiting to see if anybody else is going to show up, because, multiple people have to sit down, usually.
Yeah.
And then I get up and go to the bathroom. And whenever I come back, the waitress comes over and is like, "You can't sit here." I was like, "Excuse me? Why? Like, no one else is in here."
Yeah, and I went ahead of time and I was like, "Hey, just tell us we can't sit down. I have a surprise for her." And the waitress was like, "Ugh, okay."
Yeah.
So
Anyways, we go back up to the front and we're standing there. And as we're standing there, he like somehow positions me where I'm facing away from the door.
mhm.
And I didn't, realize I fell into his trap. And
I think there was like a waterfall thing
Yeah,
over there. I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, look at that thing right there."
yeah, and so all of a sudden, I am being grabbed from behind, and somebody covered my mouth up and pulls me to them, and I start having a panic attack. Somebody's kidnapping me. It's dark. Where's Calvin? And then I turn around because they let go of me, and it is one of my best friends. I cannot remember if it was Taylor, Whitney, or Natalie, but one of them had done this.
Yeah.
And then they were, there and waiting, like to give hugs. We hadn't seen each other since who knows when.
Yeah.
And we all sat down and ate. And I was like, "This is the best surprise ever." Like,
Thinking that was it.
yeah, I thought, like, that's the surprise. That's like my birthday surprise right there.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I had Taylor and Whitney. I gave them a key,
Mm-hmm.
and they were to go back to our apartment. And that's where they were right before we went to the Japanese place.
Mm-hmm.
They decorated and set up the cake and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And at that point, I hadn't seen the final product. I'd just seen the image they sent me of it like being destroyed. But whenever I got there, I was like, "It's not that bad." I didn't really notice it was noticeable, but it wasn't too big of a difference. I didn't think
Yeah.
from what you showed me or what Whitney showed me. And when we ate it, that was like the sweetest cake
Oh,
too, because the caramel and the Tootsie Rolls kind of like melted into the cake a little bit.
that cake was delicious. I would do that again on purpose.
The whole scenario.
Yeah.
We'll get you a Jeep and everything.
So it totally worked out. Best birthday cake ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we appreciate you jumping on here and talking about that for a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
You're our
Yes,
first.
it makes me think of good times.
Yeah, you're our first guest on our podcast. So,
I am honored.
all right. Well, we're gonna jump off here, and then try to see if we can continue on this, and then we may reach back out afterwards.
Okay, cool.
All
Talk
right.
to you guys later.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I'm waving, but bye. After that, I decided that I'm just gonna order a cake next year, and that's what I ended up doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was really good. That was my 21st birthday.
Oh yeah, I got one of my friends from high school to make it. They started doing baking, started like a small baking company or whatever.
It looked like a princess cake.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Like a cake for a princess, not decorated like a princess.
Yeah. At first, I thought it tasted kind of weird, but after like another bite, I was just like hooked on it, and I still want more right now. I want more cake.
Anyway.
Yeah, but we've tried to surprise each other every now and then
Mm-hmm.
for our birthdays.
I'm not really that good.
Yeah, we always tell each other we're not going to surprise each other,
Yeah.
but end up doing it. I think one year
Sometimes-
you planned like my birthday at the laser tag place.
Oh yeah. So I called your cousins and everybody.
Mhm.
This was really weird because I didn't have their phone numbers, and so I had to go like all ninja mode and like get the phone numbers from him.
Mhm.
And I think that I told him, I was like, "Hey, I need to like call Gus about this like job opportunity or something." Like I made up something. I'm not really good at that, so I'm very surprised I pulled it off. And I was like, "Gus, you have to be the point of contact to get all of the cousins together. I'll talk to Steven, and we're going to go all the way to Jonesboro from Romance, Arkansas and Beebe area." And
About a 2-hour, 3-hour drive.
Yeah,
Not
but
too bad.
I was like, if we're going this far away, he definitely won't think that he's gonna get no surprise party.
Which you had organized it to where it seemed like we were gonna go on like a double date with one of your high school friends.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna go on a double date with one of my high school friends. They love doing game night, and so we're gonna go play laser tag.
Well, it was like bowling / laser tag, so
Yeah.
we were like gonna decide once we got there. But
yeah,
I was
but,
all for laser tag.
Yeah, and so we we were at the restaurant, and everybody hadn't got to the laser tag place yet, and I was like telling Calvin, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna be late. They're running late, so let's just hold off and all this." And so, anyways, when we walked in, right before we walked in, I thought Natalie was gonna give it away because I'd seen her like go in the building.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyways, we walked in and everybody was just standing there waiting on him. And then his friend Steven just comes up and was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
And I go to shake his hand, not realizing who it was, and then it came to like, oh, I know this guy. Wait a minute, I know everyone behind him as well. I was like, oh, it's for me, surprise! I had no idea.
That was really the most successful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did through that one really bad one, the mustache party with the
Oh man, I already forgot that.
the one
We can skip over that.
the one that I did the scavenger hunt
Yeah.
that didn't work.
It was like mainly mustaches, like a manly. Look at me. Look at me. I can't even grow a mustache.
You got some peach.
I got some
fuzz.
peach fuzz. Try to give me a mustache birthday is terrible.
Anyways, but yeah,
Yeah.
I did that one good surprise party, and then like that really spontaneous surprise in Georgia. I remember.
Yeah, so we were traveling in the camper at the
Mhm.
time. We were in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and you surprised me, but apparently you didn't plan it out
Yeah, I didn't tell him this until like
an hour
couple-
before.
wait, no, a couple of years later, I told you that I
Well,
really didn't
yeah.
plan it.
We were working in Starbucks,
Yeah.
and it was like a work day for us. And
Oh, you're starting later in the day. When we first woke up, I like woke him up and he was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Get up. We're gonna go get breakfast for your birthday." And he's just like, "Okay." We get breakfast, and then I was like, "Okay, I gotta take you somewhere for a surprise." And I blindfolded Calvin, and I was like, "Okay, you have to wear this blindfold, and we're gonna go get your surprise." And he's like, "Okay," and he's like, "I don't know what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
thinking." But we're just driving around, and then I take him to a Best Buy because I was like, I want to get him a GoPro, but also I don't know what GoPro accessories he needs with it.
yeah,
And so I took him to the door of Best Buy,
still blindfolded.
still blindfolded, and then once we got in there, I let him take the blindfold off.
Yeah.
I let him take
The
the
cats.
blindfold off while we were in front of the GoPro, and he's like, "I knew. Didn't you say you knew we were in Best Buy?"
Yeah, I think so because like the sound of it probably gave
And
it
the
away.
guy was the guy. There's always somebody at the front
Oh yeah.
that's like, "Hey, welcome to Best Buy," and he was like, "Hey," and I was like,
Shut up.
and he didn't say welcome to Best Buy.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure that looked weird for him. But yeah, I got to pick that out, and then we were like, okay, we still got to work. So we went to Starbucks. We worked for a little bit, or at least I was working. Jessica was looking up, trying to figure out something else to do. Or you already had it planned?
Well, when we were driving to
Oh,
when we were driving
Wow.
to the Best Buy,
you've seen
I
it.
seen the skydiving place, and I was like, "That's what we're doing next."
Yeah.
And so we go work for a little while, but while we were working, I was like looking up the tickets, how much they were gonna cost, and I was like, "Hey, babe, after work, do you wanna go skydiving to this indoor skydiving place?"
Yeah.
And you were probably like, "What?"
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. if I kind of want to go skydiving one day,
Mhm.
but it was like a really cool experience to be able to do that there. They had someone like with you the whole time.
I was so nervous before we went.
I feel like it was kind of expensive for what it was, but
Yeah.
it's still really fun.
I would say it's worth it.
It was worth it, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was like 30 seconds or a minute.
It was like a minute, or you got 2 flights, and it was a minute each. And then while we were there, they were like, if you want to pay $20 more, then you can get another
Yeah.
minute
So
or
of course
something
we did
like that.
Yeah.
But it was like $150 or something
For both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah, not too bad, I guess. But I definitely would do it again. It was a lot of fun.
yeah,
I would definitely do it again.
yeah. I would too. Actually, they recently had the virtual reality one with How to Train Your Dragon. I wanted to do that so bad, and I hope I get to do that.
We should have done that.
Yeah.
I like to do really big things for your birthday and not really for mine.
Oh yeah.
Like last year we went to Disney.
Mm.
And I recorded that, but I didn't make a video of it. I made a video of the skydiving and posted that to my YouTube channel. I've got the video almost edited, like maybe a quarter or halfway done. I just need to upload it or finish it and upload it. So
Yeah,
who knows?
I'm excited. I really hope you.
Yeah, it was a year ago, so I don't know. I feel weird
Such
about
a
posting
cute
it.
video.
Yeah, I may post it. Who knows? But yeah, we were supposed to go on our anniversary for that trip. That's why I
Mhm.
bought the tickets. But you ended up hurting your ankle, and then we were in Florida. We were already planning on going to Florida because that was like one of our first destinations when we were traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like, well, I guess we can't go now.
Yeah, I twisted my ankle, and it was hurt for probably 6 months. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't fully walk on it. I was on crutches. And
No, yeah.
even whenever I was walking on it, it hurt so bad I could not walk for very long at a time. So yeah.
So we ended up
didn't
not
go.
going, which is fine. It was also during the middle of summer, which was really hot.
Mhm.
But we ended up flying down after we had moved to Long Beach.
Yeah.
So we flew to Florida. I went to Disney World. We got the 2-day like park
Mhm.
hopper pass. We took a day in between to rest, thankfully.
Oh yeah, that was a great idea.
If you're gonna spend like a couple days at Disney, like plan to take a rest day in between.
Yeah, I mean, some people might not be able to do that, but honestly, we slept almost the entire day because of how tired we were. Because we had spent literally like the moment we got to the park until we had to leave that night, we spent the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it was a good thing that we went on your birthday though.
oh yeah, it was the best experience ever. Like everybody's saying, "Happy birthday, Jessica!" Even though I was like, "How do you know my name?" But they give you the little button that you write your name.
Also, I got her a birthday card for her birthday, but I didn't sign it. And I think it came with like a little Disney pin or something like that. And I gave it to her like the day of her birthday. We were supposed to go. And she was like, you didn't sign it? I was like, it's not for me to sign. It's for the princesses to sign.
Yes, I got to take my birthday card to all of the princesses. It was a little Minnie Mouse birthday card, and when we got there, I bought Minnie Mouse ears. They're so cute. And then instead of going on any rides in the beginning, I went straight to all the princesses, and most of them there wasn't really a wait because we were like one of the first people there, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody is like taking pictures with the castle and all that stuff and going to ride like the rides that are really popular because they want to get that over with. And I was just like, I want all the princesses to sign my card.
Yeah, we went to Magic Kingdom mainly the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see all the princesses.
Honestly, my favorite princesses are Little Mermaid and Pocahontas.
Yeah.
But my favorite princess, like at Disney World, was Cinderella. She was. I wish she could be my friend. Well, she was like so elegant and
Yeah.
sweet, and she kept calling me Little Mouse. Oh,
Oh, because you were wearing your Disney ears.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was so cute. Anyways.
Yeah. So we went to there. We didn't really ride. Maybe I think we rode one ride in Magic Kingdom, right?
We rode the dwarf ride,
Mm-hmm. I think
and
that's it. I think we went and seen the princesses, and then we ended up going to Magic Kingdom.
yeah, honestly, I think that is it. We went to Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
So I'm not an animal person. You guys can hate me for that. So I was just like, ugh, I don't want to go to Animal Kingdom. Just didn't sound fun to me. But we went to the Avatar World area. We waited in line for 4 hours because I got the wrong part. What is it called?
Fast.
Yeah, I got the wrong fast pass.
It was the river. He got the little river ride,
Yeah.
and we wanted to do the Pandora ride, which is the
Yeah.
popular one.
So we ended up waiting 4 hours for that.
Was it only? I thought it was like 2.5 or 3.
No, it was like 4 hours.
Oh, no, I didn't care. I was still on Disney
it was
high.
terrible. But that ride, I would wait another 4 hours for.
Oh yeah, it was so good that while we were in it, I don't want to like give spoilers, even though I'm sure people have done it. But like, if you haven't, while we were in the ride, I started crying because of how amazing it was. And I mean, I'm an
Yeah.
emotional person, but it was just really, really good, and it was so worth it. I would wait a whole nother 4 hours just to go. Like,
Yeah, it was so much fun. It's not really a roller coaster, really, but it was the best ride I think I've ever been on.
yeah, like it's definitely something that I'll remember forever, and I hope that I get to do it
Oh,
again.
I'm sure we'll go back one of these days. But from there, I think after that we had planned a couple rides, but it started raining, so they closed down some of the rides we had,
Mhm.
fast passes for. And we went home, rested, and then like 2 days later, we went back. We were the first in line, at the entrance before like you can go in. So we got there like maybe 30 minutes early.
Well, we went to Epcot, but then we went home. Yeah,
Did we? Oh yeah, we went to Epcot.
we
Didn't
did all 3 parks, and then the last one we went to the Hollywood, or the what is it called? Is it the Hollywood?
Yeah, something like that. Hollywood one. We went to the Hollywood Park. That's definitely not right, but
No, I don't know what it is.
yeah, I don't remember. So yeah, we went to Epcot. Which you got free cake.
Mhm.
Happy birthday
When we
cake.
went to eat, I got free cake.
But I didn't really like Epcot. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just food.
we're
pretty
not
much
foodies. We're just like,
from around the world. It was kind of cool to see though.
it was really pretty.
I
that's for
remember.
sure.
So I had been to Disney once before when I was a kid. And I remember riding the little tram thing by that, but I don't think we ever went there.
Mm.
It was such a long time ago. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we went. When we did come back, you were the first. We were the first one in line.
Oh, I was so excited about that.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
and we got to see Donald Duck.
Oh yeah, Donald Duck came over, and since it was my birthday, he was doing like special stuff and twirls and dances for
He
me.
giving you some stickers.
Oh, the ticket scanner person was giving me tons of stickers. He gave me like
a whole
a
row.
whole stack of stickers. So many so that I would see little kids in line and I would give them stickers.
Yeah, we didn't
And
know what
they
to do
would
with
be
them.
so happy. They're like, "You're giving me a sticker. I'm so happy. This is the best thing."
Yeah, but unfortunately, even though we were front in line, something happened with our tickets.
My scanner or my ticket counted our park hopping thing twice, and so my ticket got taken up the day before,
No, that's right.
and then they fixed it.
Yeah,
So
they fixed it.
even though we were first in line, we didn't get to go in first. But it didn't matter because there was like another line. Basically.
Oh yeah, which we cut it.
Yeah, we deserved it. We were
Yeah.
first in line.
Yeah. So once they finally opened like the main gate, and we went in, we went to Toy Story Land or whatever.
And rode the new roller coaster.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think had just been a month since they opened it,
Yeah.
which was a lot of fun.
And we only had to wait in line for like 30 minutes, but once we were in the
If
line
that.
a little ways, we noticed that the timer, it was like the line will be in this long
Oh
or
yeah, because
whatever.
the app tells you how long.
Oh, that's what it was. The app was like, there's a
2.5
2-hour
Yeah.
wait for this. And we were like, well, we got in quick.
Yeah, luckily. So we did that. I keep saying we did that. But yeah, that was so much. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then I'm trying to remember what else we did that day. We kind of just stuck around. Oh, we did the Haunted Mansion,
Oh.
and then the Rockin'.
It's not the Haunted Mountain. It was the House of. Oh, was it the
It was a Haunted Mansion. You know what I'm talking about?
House of Terror?
Probably the Tower of
Tower
Terror.
of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
So we did the Tower of Terror, and I loved it so much that we did it multiple times.
Yeah.
Somehow, like, we didn't have a fast pass. We went there. It was so good. And then he scheduled a fast pass for that same day. We did it again. Like,
I think we ended up doing it 3 times.
really? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, which the line wasn't very long either, so it worked out. And then we did the rockin'.
The rock and roller coaster?
Yeah.
That was the. I hate roller coasters. Let me just get that off my chest. But the rock and roller coaster was the best roller coaster ever because it's in the dark. You can't see.
Yeah, so I really love lights, as you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
And everything was like neon and glowing, but it was like pitch black. So, and I think we went upside down a couple
Oh,
times.
we went upside down for sure.
It's hard to tell.
I know for a fact we did, but the thing is you get the thrill of a roller coaster without actually having to see like that you're really high up in the air or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it was so smooth. It was the best. I would write that a couple more times.
Yeah. I really wanted to ride it again, but the line was so long that we just didn't ride it again.
Yeah, it was really long at that point.
Yeah. But that's probably your best birthday, I guess.
Yeah, that was the best birthday party. Or birthday party.
It's a birthday party.
The best birthday ever. I don't know, like, I wish I could live there, honestly.
Yeah. I think for one of my birthdays, you took me to an ice skating rink, right?
Oh, yeah, for your 21st birthday. I took you to an ice skate rink because you had never been.
Yeah, we were only there for like 15 minutes, though.
It was like, it's really hard to ice skate.
Yeah, I'm decent at like roller skating, so we thought, it'll be the same. It's not the same.
No. I mean, if you want to see how good we are at ice skating, go watch his Christmas video from last year.
Oh yeah, that one I really wanted to get a good video, so I kept trying, but it just hurt my feet. I've got like sensitive feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year for my birthday, we did something small. I don't really think we even did anything. We did a house tour video, and we got me a birthday cake.
Oh, this is what we did. We got him a birthday cake, but we didn't plan anything big. I just bought some party poppers,
Oh yeah.
and like every time like I could catch him off guard, I would do a party popper, and so like he like came in the front door, and I go happy birthday, and I did the party popper. Like he would go to the bathroom and come back out, and I would do the party popper.
Yeah.
Like, he would.
So I take her to Disney, and she just throws party poppers at me.
But he also doesn't like it when I spend a lot of money on his birthday because he's like, I would rather just you buy me electronics and cameras
Yeah.
and light gear that's like thousands of dollars, but we can't afford thousands all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my impression of Calvin.
That's a great impression. But-
Sorry.
Yeah. This year we're doing something small. We're gonna have some people over that we've met in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm. We're new friends.
New friends. I'm going to attempt to make a cake for Jessica. It's going to be bigger skill needed than that owl cake.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes well. It's going to be vegan, which I've never made a vegan cake before, but most of her friends are, or I guess most people around here.
I don't know if most of my friends are vegan,
But
but
they're, like, vegan, vegetarian.
there are a couple people that we've invited that are vegan.
Yeah.
So might as well make something that everyone can have.
Yeah. So I want to try to make something, because I could make like a regular cake and then some small stuff for everyone else, but I just really want it to be something everyone can enjoy. So
Yeah, and I would love it
yeah.
being vegan.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes well. I'm gonna make that and then maybe some other food. I don't really know. I don't have it planned out, as you can tell. But by the time this video or this podcast goes live, her birthday will have passed. I'm making a video of me making the cake, so I'll post that on my YouTube channel. You can go check that out if you want to. Hopefully everything turned out okay. I'm really nervous. I started baking it started preparing for it about 2 weeks ago. I've already bought all the stuff for it. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, hopefully that goes well. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I guess we can just wrap it up here.
Yeah. So yeah, go check out that video. I'll put the link to that in the description. Also, write a comment if you're on YouTube telling Jessica happy birthday. Even though it's a couple weeks later, just say happy birthday. Like the video, subscribe,
Hit the notification bell.
Subscribe, to YouTube or on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever. And we'll just see you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.